Hello my sweet friends, this video is a little bit different because I want to introduce it with my planner that I started, so that way you have an idea what I'm doing. Today is Monday and I reorganized my pantry to make sure that everything was the way I wanted it. I was having issues, too many people in the house put their hands in it, and it gets messy. So my thing on Mondays is to reorganize it, make sure to see everything that I have. That way when I go groceries, I only get the things that I need, and not buy tons of it, like duplicates. So here it is. Paper towels and things for baking usually, and these are the bags for Aldi's, or when we go groceries that we carry those bags with us. My onions, my potatoes. This is an extra paper towel that can't fit in there, so I put it there. These are my seasonings, and these are the kids snacks. These are all the what you could consider canned goods, but my daughter gave this to my grandkids, and so I left up space there for it. But these are my canned goods. Corns, green beans, sauces for pasta, soups that she buys, tomato paste that I get. This is for the nachos. This is for my older boys. And these are all different types of beans that we cook here. These are my sugars, my flour. These are all different types of drinks. This is my daughter's rice. These are all different pastas and things that comes in little baggies. I don't know, risotto, quinoa, you get the gist. This is now my pasta section, cereal section, and oatmeals that she gets. So see, I had to shift things around in order to fit the stuff that she does for her kids. These are condiments, and these are all canned coconuts, evaporated milk, and coconut milk. And up there goes my toilet tissues rolls. But as you can see, I only got 3, and there is a lot of, let's say, peeps in this house. And so there you go. I have a need to buy toilet tissue, and this is my Instant Pot that my youngest daughter got me. I got these for emergency hurricane, and this is for the what's it called, I don't know, bullet whatever it is. And this is to make a future coffee station. And I don't know what Junie B is arguing. And I also cleaned and wiped down the laundry. This is my little laundry section. And that's a bread that I have to do something with it. Maybe some grilled cheeses. That's the only thing I got out. But as far as I'm concerned, I did a very clean out. I wiped down my machines and I cleaned up there. And I organized all the detergents, got anything that was trash. And so this is done. So yay for me. I'm getting the things done as far as the list goes. I'll show you my list. But yeah, this is a weird introduction. It's not crafty, but it's organizing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a little bit when I go back into my bedroom. Well, hello my sweet friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm doing good. I started strong. So I want to talk about the journal. I gave you an introduction of my pantry, and basically I want to talk about how me with disabilities, Carmelita has disabilities and have certain health conditions that are non-curable, and how do I, as a housewife, a mom, a wife, a stay-at-home mom that I am, that I have been. How do I upkeep my home? Or I started to do this past month, and you know, to do it on a scrap piece of paper. And I started to jot down ideas of how things were going to help me around the house to upkeep my house, because as a person that has I do consider that I have ADHD. I don't like to my house fall apart. It stresses me even more, let's put it that way. So I started to make a plan, and I have this journal for a while now, and I started to think of how I wanted to keep the house in a good state without me having to spend 2 or 3 days in bed. Let's put it that way. Okay, so let me show you what I did and how it came about. I have been watching Jachi Koring, but it's because I love how she breaks down her day, and how she does about planning and all that stuff. But I've seen so many planning videos, and I just didn't want to. I wanted to find something that accommodated Carmen, not by anybody else's standards, but my standards. Okay, I have a journal that y'all seen. Let me pull it out because it's right here next to me. This here, I bought it at a thrift store, right? So this I use to write things down, different things, like things that I bought, and I glue them down. And I haven't, you know, done much about it, but yeah, that's what I do. Okay, on this particular, because it's divided in 3. This other one, it's the one that I write my thoughts, or if there's something that is important and that it happened, and I don't want to forget about it, because I'm very forgetful, I will write it down here. But in here, what started as a regular plannings, you know, like planning, I broke it down as I have things to get done, and then, you know, it was kind of all cutesy with stickers. And I said, okay, I started this one back in June 2024. But then I decided that, yeah, I should just go ahead and change it to my whimsical journal. So basically that's what happened here. This one became my whimsical journal. So everything that my creations are in this notebook, basically. Then I have what is called a dollar store notebook. This one is for my budget. This is how I budget, household budgeting, basically. Everything from the mortgage to the food to the stuff that I give my kids, money that I give my kids, or whatever, it's here. And so I take the receipt, I will write the amount that I spent and what it was for, whatever, if it was Walmart, Aldi's, whatever, and then I write it down here. Then I know what made me go over my budget or what helped me stay under my budget. So that's basically, that's there. Then I have this cute ring tiny binder, and this one is for, it's a happy planner. This one here is for everything that has to do with passwords. Okay, so important information, let's put it that way. So I have then this one, right? This one here is for me to write my ideas for my channel. Okay, so that's what I do. I sketch or do whatever the ideas, I write the ideas here. So this is full of notes for ideas for my channel. So all of this is tucked here on the left side of my desk. And then I started this one. And this one I started it because, like I said, knowing that my health was not improving, I didn't want my household to fall apart. So I wanted to make it cutesy in a way, but it's basically a very simple one. So this is life is a party, and obviously what is considered a party, everybody's birthday is considered a party. So that sticker was nice. And I have my friend's birthday and my family's birthday. Here I decorated very simply, and I wrote my goals, my personal health goals, my pet care schedule, my cleaning schedule. And as you can see, it's gonna say here, tasks are assigned in every day of the week. I have to focus on completing each and every one of them. Page 8, 9, 10, 11, there's the breakdown of my task. And these are house projects, which I was able to do that. This is going to be added in this book. I already had started another one, but I kind of like to have everything here in this one. And this is my book reviews. So I started reading, actually I finished reading a book. I started in October 1st and I finished it in October 7th. I designed these stickers myself, and I wrote my thoughts on the book and basically like tiny notes, so that way my memory, I can go back. If I forgot what the book was about, I just go back and say, oh yeah, I remember now, you know. The characters, I just wrote the character's name here, the book title, the author, and how many pages this book was. So in total, so let's see. Now this is the breakdown. This is what is important to me. This is the breakdown right here. Today is supposed to be, it's a Wednesday, okay? And in the Wednesdays, for example, it's gonna be rearranging my pantry. I did that. Rearrange my fridge. I already did that. Check the tiny closet. Make sure everything is nicely organized, because we have more people in the house. People's hands, you know, get all over the place. So I make sure everything is how I like it. And then I do wipe downs of my doors, due to the fact that I have 3 dogs inside of the house. And my little Bella, for example, she gets her little paws a little bit, you know, grimy, and she will scratch my door if she wants to come in. And at the end of the week, my door is got some black stains on it, and it's because of her little grimy paws. So I do wipe downs of the door, and I also do a wipe down of my sliding glass door. So Monday, let's start with Monday. What did I write down for me to do on Mondays? I wipe down my machines on Monday. I pick up all the lint. I have a cute ceramic pot that I place there so they can put the lint inside of it instead of just throwing it on top of the shelf, because that's how people do. Yep. I changed my bathroom shower curtains and I mop the house. Yes, when you have pets inside of the house, it's always good to, upkeep that. But I do it once a week because my husband is good at either sweeping or mopping or whatever, but I make sure that I do it. I like to scrub, so I don't know. I feel like not everybody does the cleaning the way you do it, and I don't know if you agree with me. Okay. And then on Monday, I spoke to my family and I said, well, y'all think if we do a weekly meal and for it to be the same, because that's basically what they like to eat unless they start asking for a change. But Mondays is going to be pasta day. And because I do the ground meat on Monday, I do 2 pounds of ground meat. I would split that and the rest of the ground meat that I already seasoned, put onions and peppers and all the good stuff in it. I will save the other portion, and Tuesday is gonna be Taco Tuesday. My grandkids are loving it. My kids love it. They already know. I've done it already 2 weeks in a row because I was checking to see if they were happy with this meal planning, and it seems like it's working. Today is Wednesday, like I said, and Tuesday is just down with Letty. Letty is staying in the living room in the sleepy sofa with her 2 kids, and she has all her stuff all over the living room. So we make sure, because we do have pets, that we dust down everything, we sweep everything, we move everything around, and that's how it works. So far, so good. Last week we were able to do it. She hasn't been able to sleep today, so I'm just gonna leave her alone. She wasn't able to sleep yesterday, so I left her alone. We haven't been able to do it, so there you go. But we had tacos, so it's a good day. Wednesday I did all this, so it's a good day for me. Tomorrow is wiping down my dining table. Like I said, have creatures here, more people in my home. It's not like just having adults. Now we have kids, and the kids are not as careful when they eat as an adult. So there you go. I do my breaded chicken, which is basically chicken breast, cover it with a little bit of flour, and then deep fry like it was country fried steak kind of deal, mashed potatoes and corn. So I think this might have to change. I'm not sure. And my husband wipes down all the fans in the house. Then, as you can see, this is for YouTube, and YouTube. So even that, I designed a little YouTube with I traced it with one of these stencils that I've been collecting for a while now. It has all types of little designs, and there's one for YouTube. So yeah. So I'm planning my existence around this book. And when my family asks, what's for dinner tomorrow, then I already know. So I have to get like a little whiteboard, put it on the fridge, so that way they will stop asking. But yeah, I have to ask them if they're happy with the menu. If not, then we're gonna have to change it. Yeah, so Fridays I cleaned the balcony, but I did that today. And I did a dust wall, which is it's a kind of fabric carpet type Swiffer thing that I bought at the dollar store, that is this white. It looks like a Swiffer mop thing with the adjustment from the dollar store. And then I bought the stick. I put that in water with a little bit of soap, and I attach it, put it on that Swiffer thing. Let me show it, because I actually have it here. This one right here, and it's got a fabric. I tossed it inside the washing machine, and yeah, it looks like brand new. So I'll do that again, and we should have all the walls dusted down. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, I don't do nothing, my friends. Nothing. I don't cook. I don't clean. I don't do nothing. If my daughter wants to clean, if she wants to cook, she can have it. But that's my rest day. I go out with my other child if she has nothing planned with her fiance. And basically that's it. It's my rest day. Carmelita doesn't want to cook, doesn't want to look at the kitchen, doesn't know it. She doesn't even want to eat breakfast. Let's put it that way. She doesn't want to be in the kitchen. So, and it's not that I don't love cooking, but I need my mental health moment and my sanity. So then the last thing I do Sunday after my rest day, it's called my edit the videos that I recorded either Tuesday and Thursday, and I edit the videos on a Sunday. If I have to do laundry, I'll do that, and then I'll pick any tasks I did not complete during the week. And that's what happened here. We do once a month. We check the AC, we clean the filters, and we drain anything with hot water, the pipes and everything, because that AC is not a new unit, but we have to upkeep it. Okay, so this is how I break down my week, and I highlight everything I've done. Okay, so the week started on a Wednesday last week, and as you can see, all of my tasks were done. But Sunday, I completed 2 tasks that I didn't do during the week. I dusted down the walls and the dining table. This week, which is the second week, everything was completed according to the previous page. So I did the task and I did the food that we already had planned. This week we didn't have any plans on the food. That's why it's no food marked or highlighted here. So far so good. My daughter is cooking today. She has a roast. She's making a roast too. So she has that in my Instant Pot, slow cooking. So that's that. And we'll see what happens the following week. But this is how I am doing those deep cleanings or things that you don't do often. You wash dishes every day. I wipe down my bathroom or pick it up or sort things out in the bathroom every day. I'm always arranging the kitchen every day. I'm always wiping down the table every day. But when it comes to the legs, to the chairs, to the entry door, to the window in the kitchen, to the refrigerator doors, the doors, those things are not tasks that I do every day. So I assign myself a day in the week so I can do them, and that way my house looks clean. I don't know if that makes sense to you all, but it does make sense to me. So now I just have to set up my next page because I finished this book and already started a second book, which is the next book to this one. It's like a I guess it's a sequel or something. It's 4 books in total. I did number 1. I'm on number 2 now. And so this page is going to be assigned for that, for my reading page. But yeah, that's it. I wanted to share that because as a person that doesn't have a good memory, this is how I do it. This is how basically I do the cooking, I do the cleaning, everything has to be written down. The other thing that I actually have is the tiny notebook, and I haven't even shown that to you. Which is this one. And this one basically is the one with the little tiny notebooks that I showed you on the previous video. This is either for sketching or notes for my channel while I'm out and about. And this is for everyday notes. This is for grocery list or things that I need to do when I'm out with my husband. For example, he told me that we need to go to Home Depot to get a blade for his saw. Things like that. See? So I write it down because he is forgetful and so am I. But a little notebook saves the day. And then I wanted to make it cutesy, so I got this little cover for it. So I got 2 notebooks here. And you can stash things there, money and cards. But yeah. Then I had this one that I showed you on the previous video because I didn't want to keep on putting little notes on my desk. They fall on the floor, Bella eats them, and then I don't have the stuff that it was important to me anymore because of her. So this helps me. It helps me to be organized. It helps me to keep track of things that are important. It helps me to keep notes that, because I'm forgetful, that I have to do. And yeah, so anytime I need something from the groceries, I open this little notebook. I write it down. When I go to the store, I already have a list of all the things I need, and it makes my life much easier. These are the things that helps me with my disability. These are the things that helps me with my memory. So hopefully this is also helpful for you. I don't know if I explained it very well, but yeah. So my birthdays, my goals, the stuff I'm reading, the stuff that needs to be clean during the week, and the checklist of making sure that I'm getting it done, and then the one that I'm gonna prep for the next reading book that I'm reading. So yeah, Hopefully this is helpful. If you think that this is a good idea, do you have a better idea than this? Share it with me in the comments below. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And as always, my friends, stay safe and craft away. Bye.